is like the worst setup. Oh, I'm like blinded. Anyway,
Hello world.
so let me move it a little bit towards you because I have a large face. Anyway, so we just got out because we're doing car reviews now. Oh, it's like, what's this? Don't mind it. Don't mind it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. So we just got out of seeing Mortal Kombat, and that was definitely an R rating. That was an R rating.
Well worth the R rating.
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
Because it would have been terrible if it was like, remember, there was a time in like 2007, 2008 to like 2013 or something where there was like a slew of horror films that were PG-13.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this is some ass! And people are like, they're like, horror is dead! Horror is dead! And it's like, no, it's not.
It's not dead. It's just...
You ain't doing it right. But,
Exactly.
yeah, with this one, they're doing it right. And, yeah, it is... So, like, that first 7 minutes, man, like...
Very good.
Yeah.
Good.
That shit was crazy. And, like, before... I mean, like, who cares about the plot? In all honesty, who really cares about the plot? Because all
No,
it is
you're here
just...
for the violence.
Yeah, you're here
just
for the
like
violence.
Ninja Assassin. You're here for the violence.
God, I rewatched it like months ago, and I was like, I was like, I forgot, like, this is what I wanted. Because I remember being like, this is a stupid story, but then once, like, the shit, you're like, oh, this is what I was watching it for.
So, fun fact.
Yes.
The script for that movie was written in 54 hours.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they shot it in 5 days, you know, like, all right, dude, just run into this door. Anyway, back to Mortal Kombat. So, as said, when, like, the trailer and all, like, the promo stuff was coming out, like, look, the Asians are Asian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have an Asian lead, well, leads, I guess you would say, but definitely with, like, Louis Tan, he is the Asian lead, you know, yeah, he does a great job. I thought, like, towards the end, he was gonna, like, turn into Scorpion. Like, for some reason, they weren't gonna have Scorpion return as Scorpion. But then, you know, when... Also, I love that the only time Scorpion spoke English was the, get over here. Other than that, it was full Japanese.
Full Japanese.
Again, who cares? Who cares? Normally, with anything else, I'm like, yo, that took me out of the movie. Or, like, God, like... This is, like, if you're gonna be a film snob, do not watch this movie, because the whole point of this kind of shit is, you know, it's like the thing where people are like, oh, I thought you were really into movies, I can't believe you would like something, you know, like this, and it's like, I'm sorry, I like to have fun, bitch, you know?
Exactly.
You can't constantly be watching movies where, you know, it has to be, like, all-inspiring all the time. You gotta watch some stupid shit every so often.
Yep.
You gotta cleanse the palate. You gotta, like, watch all 50 Shades movies so you want to murder someone. Then you watch this and you go, you know what? Life isn't actually so bad. You know? Like, yeah, like, it was fun. It was, like, because all the... I'm not sure about the... Sounds like a horrible jab. Not sure about the white people. But everyone else, they are trained in martial arts. Mm-hmm. So none of them were, like... Obviously, there were stunt teams and stuff. Because obviously, as trained as they are, they're gonna, like, not want the stuff where they fall, like, all that shit, to go for the main actors, even though they could probably take it, but, you know, insurance. But the fact that they didn't have to do too much of that thing with the camera. They did it a little bit more with Sonya and with Kano. Like, they had to kind of shifty-loo the camera a bit. Everyone else, steady cam. And you're just watching them just, like, hit, and you're just like, And especially, again, with the beginning of the movie, because it's, like, in old school, like, Japan and all that stuff, and the way how it was shot, especially the part where, like, he drops, like, the buckets of water and it was, like, slowly pouring. It just felt like when you're watching those old school movies, you know? I mean, fucking God, I've been on, like, an Akira Kurosawa kick, so, you know, I'm just thinking about that. Good as fucking, you know... I mean, like, this movie, again, isn't, like, artsy, directed, blah, blah, cinematography shots. It's fucking fighting scenes, just shit happening. And that's it. That's what you want. Like, that's what you want, for this movie. Because the game, like, again, you have to remember, this is based on a video game. And we know, from much experience, that based on video game movies are horrendous. You know?
Yep, because something
cool, your alarm works, man. You want to turn that off?
Seems to get lost in translation. Don't know why, don't know how, but
yeah.
It's always terrible.
I think what it is that they either try too hard to, like, make it. They tried too hard to sell it to everyone. Which, technically in this movie, they kind of did that because, you know, people would just show up and be like, I'm Steve. You know, like, they will just show up and tell you their name. But, like, for us, I'm like, oh, that's fine. You know, like, it kind of made sense why. Like, like, as much as it was kind of like, wow, we're really just going to walk into the room and say our names kind of stuff. But, I mean, it makes a little bit more sense than, like, you know, like other movies where they're like, where they try to like they try to cover and they go, do you know who that is? That's Steve. And it's like, okay, who is this? It's always like a kid. Did you know? It's like, who is this? Why'd the camera go to this for a second? It's better that they were like, I'm Kung Lao, and you're like, all right, bro, let's just do it. You know, his introduction was cool.
Yes.
I was like, when is he? I was like, I know.
Teleport right off the ground, fucking shit up from the moment he walked on the scene.
I love that that bat lady was just kind of like, I feel like they put her in the movie last minute because she was just kind of there and she didn't really say much. She was just kind of like, ah!
She was there as cannon fodder to give you a cool moment with Kung Lao.
Right, but I just thought it was so funny that she's just kind of like, I'm there and I have wings and I'm going to fly and attack him, you know, at any moment. At any moment I'm going to do that. I'm still up here flying. Hold on a second. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hold on. I'm almost there. And he jumps on her back. Like, I just find it funny. It's just like, all right, bitch, whatever, you know. Yeah, I think everyone did like a fine job. The guy who played Kano was comic relief, you know, crazy Australian ginger and all that stuff. But like, you know, it made it interesting. I wasn't expecting Reptile though.
No, that was crazy.
I like that he was a reptile, not like a dude who, you know, I'm a dude playing a dude. Okay, I'll stop. But not like in, oh my god, speaking of a bad video game movie, like in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh god.
Or like the freaking, the, what the fuck are they called?
Troopers.
Yeah.
With the super small ass heads and the ridiculously large bodies. Outrageous. Dumb as a box of rocks.
Oh my god, that movie's a classic, sir. I mean, we can watch it now and have a good laugh.
Yes.
But many, many moons ago, it was not funny. It was like, what are you doing? It's my childhood. Yeah.
I mean, now you would have people cry about that still, but like for different reasons.
Yeah. And then, like, it was funny, like, right as the credits hit for this movie, I turned to him and I said, if anyone's mad at this movie, I need them to go watch Mortal Kombat: Annihilation, you know, which is a sequel to the other one, which, did that come out a year or 2 years after the first one? It was something like that, and then, like, it's one of those, like, movies where, like, the sequel literally takes place, like, a second after the last one, which, fine, you know, we've seen a lot of movies that do that. A friend's towel. How inventive. Sorry. So I just walked by with a friend's towel as a blankie. Anyway. But then, whatchamacallit, yeah. So in Annihilation, it happens like a second after how the last movie ended. But, like, if you literally watch them back to back, it's like you have two completely different casts. Which is like, and then I love the part in that where, like, the girl, like, the woman is supposed to be this girl's mom, but they have to be, like, 5 years difference in the age. And then she does that thing, she was like, and you, dramatic pause, will die. And it's like, girl. She's like, and you, and like literally just like it's like you will like she counted her beats with it. It was so funny. But yeah, this movie I thought it was fine. What's his face with the four arms? Like, yeah,
Prince Goro.
He was a full CGI monster, which it helped because it was all in darkness. It really went Snyder on that one. Yeah. But my only issue with it, because it was fully CGI, because in the original, I guess it's weird to say original, but the first time they made this movie, it was a full a foam rubber suit. You know, there's like famous pictures of like that thing being lowered down onto like the actor and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I follow a lot of effects companies, obviously. So that for me as an effects person, I was just kind of like I get it. Can't be too mad at it just because it's like, you know, how much realism am I gonna try to stop falling asleep? How much realism am I trying to get from this movie? You know. I was actually surprised there wasn't more of a training montage. Like, it wasn't really a montage. It just kind of happened.
There was no real montage. It was just literally
there,
like,
yeah.
yo, we're fucked. We're gonna try to get you guys up to snuff, but that's not really gonna happen because these guys is not here to fight you. They're here to kill you.
Right, exactly.
And if you're able to protect yourself, then cool. If not, well, you know, tough luck.
Yeah. How did you feel about Louis Tan's character? Because he was literally just like a made-up character.
Yeah, he was a made-up character,
yeah.
and it was okay. I was glad he did not turn into Scorpion.
I was worried, right towards the end.
That would have killed it for me if they did that. But okay, sure. Misogyny aside, from the fact that, you know, his ancestral blood came from, you know,
a woman.
The woman child that Hanzo had when he was first killed centuries ago.
Right.
Fine. Whatever.
I mean, it would have been amazing if it was a lady, but, you know.
I wish they wouldn't focus so much on the fact that he was such a inept fighter that he kept losing.
Right. Well, you know, they need that.
Kind of annoyed me a little bit.
They need to do that thing of like, you suck, but in the end, you won. Like, it's because we all love like an underdog kind of thing, you know?
Underdog is fine, but like, if you're going to do that, make him more interesting.
Right. His character was very like,
yeah, fish out of water, trying to figure out what's going on. Then all of a sudden he gets this armor shit, and now he's got the master plan. Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Just a second ago, there was nothing, and then this
my arm hurts because I got the cut.
And now he becomes Iron Body now. Like,
yeah. I love how the black guys
brass body.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
I like that the black guys like dinky arms, just like.
Yeah, that was mad funny. He had like a fucking Transformer moment where he went from like, what would you call it?
Like the
he
really
went from like Lincoln Logs to Legos.
Like
I'm sorry.
Like those really skinny droids in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
To freaking cyborg.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Like that shit was crazy, but
I love how
that was part of his arcana. His arcana was to become a fucking technomancer, I guess. I don't know.
I love that they had to like really like let us know that he's a really big black guy.
Oh yeah.
I know, honey.
I know. Sure he was shirtless and beefy.
Yeah. Remember, mustache. That's what makes you a man, is a mustache.
Mustache, bald head, and big arms.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, he did 6 tours, bitch.
He had to say that.
Just before he got his arm snapped off like a fucking
When he
twin.
said, I did 6 tours, immediately I just thought, you must have horrible PTSD then. Then you're not able to fight as well as you would think.
Exactly.
Because I also was thinking, when he said 6 tours, 1, I thought horrific PTSD. 2, I was thinking about Jeremy Renner's character in Hurt Locker, where he like kept going back. Like, I'm like...
Glutton for punishment.
Like, all right, if that's what you want, man. And he's like, I did 6 tours. Like,
exactly. Fainted and got your ass thrown off a fucking building.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Yo, it was great casting of, what's his name for Sub-Zero. Well, I shit myself when I heard he got, because I love him for, like,
yes,
he was in the Raid movies. He was in one of the latest, like, Fast and Furious movies, because I think, it was it Ludacris and Tyrese? It was 2 people running after him in like a subway thing. Of course, he's like, he could do all his flips, and he's like, and they were like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, because it's Fast and Furious, and they're all like, I was like, if it's not with a car, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Pretty much.
I can't fight, but I can make a car, you know, do like spinning back kicks and magnets and shit.
I can do amazing shit in the car, bro.
Right.
On 2 feet, yeah.
I don't know what to do, man. Like, you want me, like, does it involve a car with a gun on it?
Yeah, no.
Yo, but yeah, like, Mortal Kombat was a fun movie. Again,
it was an adventure ride.
Yeah, exactly. Again, just like with Godzilla and Kong, like, you don't watch it to, like, take it seriously. It's all fun. Like,
as long as the action is good and the characters themselves don't piss you off when they're talking until there's another fight scene, it's a good movie.
It's funny. I just wish there was a little bit more blood and guts. But, like, again, kind of like Ninja Assassin, where it was just, like, a lot.
Right, and then also, too, like, this was just establishing a baseline.
Right, because
giving a tease.
Right, because we were looking at the characters, even Paul was like, oh, what about Johnny Cage? And I was like, I feel like that's going to be in the sequel. Like, I even said it. And then at the end, he's like, I got to go to Hollywood. And then they showed, like, the Cage, like, belt thing of some guy, you know?
Some random white dude.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Like,
Johnny Cage would have been too much for this movie anyway.
Because again, there was a lot of added characters that we didn't even expect, and they were there, you know?
A lot of the comical relief from the Kano guy before he decided to, spat for the other team, which I totally saw coming.
Well, we all saw coming. Like, we knew he's not really, like, he's for himself. Like, he's not really on one team or another kind of stuff. What was it, like, the fight scene between him and Sonya Blade? You said it's Kill Bill and what?
I said I felt like I was watching Kill Bill and Lethal Weapon all together at one. Like,
right.
What was that? The second one where the guys came to kill him and the girl when he was in his trailer on the beach?
God, it's been forever since I've seen any of those movies.
I kept thinking like that because she kept going in the underboard that goes underneath
the
thing, and that's where he hid the girl
and definitely Kill Bill because they fought in a trailer as well. Yeah.
When, what's it, I forgot what the chick's name is, but
in Kill Bill?
Yeah, not Black Mamba. I'm talking about the other one.
Vivica A. Fox's character?
No. The one who had one eye.
Oh, okay. So, well, her name's Daryl Hannah. That's her real name. But her.
I forgot her actual name in the movie. But when
we gotta go to that restaurant. I have it on the map.
She got her other eye snatched out.
Where we have the snake. She's like, ah! Yeah.
And ended up getting bit by the snake.
I mean, oops.
Yeah, I forgot that whole feeling.
Oof, God. Yeah, I have the Kill Bill restaurant on the map for Japan next time.
Awesome.
It's actually pretty close to the hotel we stayed.
Really?
Well, because at the hotel, do you remember in the shelf of, like, take whatever you need, which I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take. They had a thing that said, like, it was like, Kill Bill restaurant. It's like a blah, blah, blah. It's, like, pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, and I checked. We can all eat and not die, so that's fine,
Nice.
But yeah, trailers, Cruella de Vil, Fast and Furious, that weird house one, Quiet Place 2, which I'm excited for, Statham thing, the Wrath of Man, the Wrath of Khan. Anyway, it's a Statham movie. It's like, what do you think? And it's directed by Guy Ritchie, so it's an action film, guns ablaze, that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because every time we see the Fast and Furious trailer, we're just laughing. Like, I want the movie to come out already because I'm kind of sick of seeing that trailer.
Yeah.
It's too funny. But
kind of gave away your best card. I'm just wondering how they're gonna explain it away. But
there's no explaining. You know that.
Yeah,
you know what these
just shows back up. Like, hey, I'm not dead.
It's like, what was it? I think the one before this, we're not talking about Hobbs and Shaw, but I think the one before this, where I think they're like in Dubai and they like, there's like cars in a building and they drive cars out of a building into another building and like all this other shit. And also, I was kind of like, you guys are like
defying physics.
Besides that, you guys are like technically like under surveillance from like the FBI. As much as Paul Walker's character is like, no, they're fine and they're gonna have you can't just be flying to Dubai like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be on somebody's watch list.
Right. Again, you're in Dubai. Some Saudi prince is gonna be like, oh, real?
Who the fuck is this motherfucker in my country?
Right. Exactly.
Get him the fuck out.
I also love that like the entire Fast and Furious team is like black and brown people. Well, obviously there's Hans who's Asian, but then suddenly like John Cena's white ass is his brother. I love it. I love it. They're probably gonna say something like, "Oh, he was adopted, or I was adopted." It's like, honey, we could kind of guess that.
I doubt it.
We could kind of. Oh, you know, like usually with stuff like that, you're like, "Why do you guys not get along?" It's like he's adopted. You know, like these movies always go stupid like that.
I doubt it.
I mean, again, this movie's dealing with magnets. This movie's gonna they're like, oh, magnets, what do they do?
I really wish I didn't see that. I was already over it when I saw him, Tarzan, swing his car from one ridge to another.
Oh yeah, she's like, is it gonna work? Oh!
When you add the magnets now, it's just like, all right.
And Charlize Theron with her bowl cut, yeah.
I love Charlize Theron
that,
as a bad guy.
Oh, Charlize Theron's great. Like I said,
I don't
Charlize.
know why, but she's great.
She's great in action movies. Like I said, her. Oh my god, when we went to go see Atomic Blonde,
Yeah.
and so many people were like, "That movie was stupid. It was like you were just waiting for an action scene to happen." I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what we were doing. We were like, cool." They were like,
a lot of people don't understand the Cold War.
Yeah.
Because that's when the time was set.
That's the time where you're waiting in between action, and then we had Desert Storm. After that.
Exactly.
I'm only laughing because we're that old.
There you go. You guys don't understand the Cold War, so that's why you're all
You kids today with your tiki-taki, you don't understand the Cold War. I was there for the Clone Wars too. It was many years. I was talking to like one of my buddies. I was like, yo, like she was saying how she can't wait till she's old and senile, so she just talks about like anything. And I told her, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be out like on my porch with my lightsaber, being like, the Clone Wars was many years. I helped fight in it too. They fucking don't know. There's probably gonna be like a redo of Star Wars times 1,000 by then. By the time we're that fucking old, we're gonna be like, I was part of the original. Oh my god. All right, we are past talking about Mortal Kombat. All right, just watch it. Oh god.